U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said on Friday that the world should be eyes wide open about the risks of using Chinese technology, and that there could be problems for American firms operating in certain places where Huawei equipment was deployed. Pompeo was asked during a visit to Manila about the prospect of the Philippines using Huawei 5G technology in future as it seeks to modernize outdated telecoms infrastructure. Our task has been to share with the world the risks associated with that technology, the risks to the Philippine people, the risk to Philippine security, the risk that America may not be able to operate in certain environments if there is Huawei technology adjacent to that, he told a news conference. We want to make sure that the world has their eyes wide open as to the risks of having that technology to be part of infrastructure, backbone or networks. The US government has been piling pressure on Huawei, the world's biggest telecommunications equipment maker, and trying to prevent American firms from buying Huawei routers and switches, as well as advising allies to do the same. Pompeo stated the USA will come to the Philippines' defense if it came under attack in the South China Sea, reaffirming a defense code that Manila's security chiefs have sought to revise. China's island building and military activities in the South China Sea threaten your sovereignty, security and therefore economic livelihood as well as that of the United States, he told a news conference in Manila. Any armed attack on Philippine forces, aircraft or public vessels in the South China Sea will trigger mutual defense obligations. The Philippines, China, Vietnam, Taiwan, Brunei and Malaysia have competing claims of sovereignty in the waterway, a conduit for in excess of $3.4 trillion of goods carried annually on commercial vessels. Pompeo said those countries were responsible for ensuring these incredibly vital sea lanes are open and China does not pose a threat to closing them down. Speaking in Beijing, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Lu Kag said that China and the countries around the South China Sea were working hard to protect peace and stability. So if countries outside the region, like the United States, really want to consider the peace, tranquility and well-being of people in the region, then they shouldn't make trouble out of nothing and incite trouble, Lu told reporters. Pompeo also said allies should be wary of risks of using Chinese technology. Philippine Defense Secretary Delfin Lozar has been seeking a review of the treaty, which was agreed 5 years after the Philippines gained independence from the United States in 1946, with the aim of clarifying the extent to which the United States will defend the Philippines should it come under attack. Lozar's push for greater certainty comes amid a rapid build-up by Beijing of military assets, Coast Guard and fishing militia in the South China Sea, most notably on and around artificial islands in the Spratly archipelago. Although there is no longer a permanent U.S. military presence in the Philippines, joint exercises, intelligence exchanges and transfers of hardware take place regularly under various agreements. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte, however, is not a fan and believes that the alliance makes his country a potential target of China, with which he wants stronger business ties. Duterte has repeatedly questioned the U.S. commitment, noting that it did nothing to stop China from turning reefs into islands equipped with radar, missiles, batteries and hangars for fighter jets, and within firing distance of the Philippines.